Let's keep him talking.
Why don't we just skip to when things went sour?
Bell Tower outfitted us with top-notch augmentations. The kind of stuff civilians never hear about. Gave us a massive edge over the enemy. Later, seeing as my unit was one of the most successful ones, they selected us for a special program. Top secret. Experimental tech. Told us we would get to work on critical black ops for the US government. But there was a price to pay.
Go on.
We had to be implanted with a neural hub that manipulates memory centers in the brain. Basically controlling what you can and cannot remember.
And you agreed to this?
Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravenous wolves. The augmentation was supposed to keep us safe, make sure we'd never remember details if we fell behind enemy lines. That was the main function. The second one, the one they didn't tell us about, was to lower our inhibitions. Make us more receptive to orders we'd likely disobey. Bell Tower turned us into the perfect mercs.
Ouch. Again, we're gonna keep him talking.
If you were so perfect, and the hub made you so perfect, how did it fail? How come they didn't outfit the whole agency?
I told you the tech was experimental. After a couple of ops, I started experiencing memory shifts, remembering bits and fragments of past operations. Slowly I realized some of these operations couldn't logically have been orchestrated by the government. I was asked to do highly questionable things, even by professional standards.
Aren't we all?
Not like this, Jensen. Our services have been sold to corrupt officials in the American and Chinese governments. A combination of lies and use of the neural aug made sure we complied. We were working for a shadow government. Individuals corrupted by a quest for personal power.
So how'd you get out of it?
I confronted the project director. He quoted Apocalypse Now. You have to have men who are moral, and at the same time who are able to utilize their primordial instincts to kill without feeling. I forced him to disconnect the hub, for me and my squad mates here. And then I killed him. I went through his files and contacts. I know who these corrupt men are now. They've turned us into killing machines, and now they'll get to experience their experiment firsthand.
Right, I could just let him do this. I mean, so he's going after the people who made him into what he is. Still doesn't make it right, though. They should be brought properly to a court of law and stuff. You'll have to turn yourself in and play this by the book. I'm gonna be the straight-edged good guy here. No, I'm be quite honest, I am half willing to just go, absolutely. You know, the vigilante in me is like, yeah, that's awesome. I mean, his story there for this little side quest, which you can easily miss and is completely inconsequential to the whole plot, is a perfect setup for like a major bloody blockbuster. Brilliant writing. You know, it's awesome. But I'm still going to try and reason with him, because I feel like that would get me the most XP.
Listen, I have no doubt these men deserve to die. But you can't simply pass judgment on people. Nothing gives you that right. You have to turn yourself in. Play this by the book.
I'm afraid that's impossible. These men I killed, and these men I'm going to kill, they have names. Families. Their deaths shouldn't be erased from my memory by some electronic software. They should haunt me, until I finally meet our Lord and pay for my sins. But the men behind this, they deserve to die. And I think there's poetry in the fact that they engineered their own demise.
You know, there is absolutely right, but we're gonna do this. So basically, it's either alpha or beta. He's really waiting to alpha. We've had little bits of beta, a little bit here and there, but alpha I think is where we're going, because we've got a massive spike in alpha right at the end. So we're going to try and appease him. But beta can be, you know. But yeah, we're going to go with, yeah. The worst that comes to worst, we'll just kill them all, and that's quite bad, I know. But here we go.
Listen, nobody here is saying you're wrong to think these men deserve to pay. I agree with you, but make them pay in accordance to the law, not by breaking it.
It's a cute little toy you have there, Jensen. But don't waste your time.
Haha!
Your Cassie won't work on me.
Well. Probably isn't my place to try and stop them. You know? All in all, I don't think it is my place to try and stop them. To get their vengeance on the people who made them killing machines and screwed them over, basically, from what they wanted to be. So, you know, if it's a choice between killing them or letting them go, I'm going to let them go.
I think you're wrong. But I don't think it's my place to try to stop you either. Do what you have to do.
I appreciate that, Jensen. I didn't want you to die for a cause that isn't yours.
Cassie isn't going to work on me. Alright, well we got some experience for that, and they've gone. Yeah, I was right. I was right, they were down here. So, go me and all that. Go me. Okay, I don't think we have to go back to the limb clinic and turn that in. Okay, I do. Alright, let's go ahead and do that then. Good call me about where these guys were, though.
Hey, Jensen. Zelazny here.
Zelazny? How'd you get this frequency?
You're no stranger to top-secret augmentations, Jensen. You figure it out. In the meantime, just want to let you know I've contacted some of my old pals at Bell Tower. Got them to reassign a couple of local patrols. You should have a few less problems to deal with for a while.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Oh, there we go. So this guy up here is still bloody there. So that didn't really work, did it? We might just be able to get past him. Yeah, we don't have to use our invisibility there. Well, good, good. All fine and dandy. Everybody's happy now, apart from the doctor, probably. The doctor will probably not be happy with us, but, you know, like it said, shouldn't keep a nervous man waiting. What about down here? Yep, they're all down there as well. Turn invisible now! Wow. Actually, it did it that time. I am learning. I am all leaping stuff. Got one practice point left. Probably use that to upgrade my regeneration of this battery then. Since I can't slow down the rate in which... Yeah, because I guess that's something I made up in my head. Or maybe it was in the first game and just got a little bit confused. But yeah, it's the augments themselves do that, you know, like the stealth one lasts longer if you upgrade it, so that's the whole point of... So in effect it uses less power. So I was looking for something that wasn't there. Alright, let's see what he has to say about our decision.
So? You have found Zelazny? I cannot stress enough the importance of this task, Mr. Jensen.
I found him.
Really, Mr. Jensen? You have been able to make him understand reason? Will he turn himself in?
I'm not gonna lie. I found him, but they were already gone when I got there? How does that even work, Jensen? You're a terrible liar. Let's just straight up tell him, you know.
It's a long story, Doc. I tracked Zelazny and his men. They were hiding in the sewers. And after talking to him, I decided to let him go.
What? But he is a dangerous man, Mr. Jensen. You should not have done this.
Now we're going to try and convince him, yep.
The men Zelazny's after are far more dangerous than he is. His methods are extreme, but I think his cause is justified. To be honest, Doc, I believe what he wants isn't that different from you. An honorable government free of corruption. They could use a man like you.
I had not foreseen such a thing. I don't know, Mr. Jensen. You seem to believe that the end justifies the means. But I don't know. I'll have to think about this. Here is a praxis kit. It's all I have.
That was well worth doing. Nice. So, like I said, so now what we'll do is... No, I've forgotten what the thing is that I was gonna do. It's gone. I could get more of these. Speeds up energy recharge. Yeah, okay, that's what I was gonna do. I'm gonna get that. And also... I think it takes 2 to do this, doesn't it? That's probably next unless it's something to do with my eyes. See through walls. Meh. Jump out of their alarm state. Not that good. Concussion grenades. Alright. We'll leave it. We'll decide. If I see like a concussion grenade coming towards me, I'll grab that. if I see gas grenade, same thing. Metagaming for the win. Nice little side quest. Hadn't done that before.
Alright,